Welcome to TS classes. This is the third class of the control system. In the last two classes, we have studied the basic of control system, and in the second class, we have studied the mathematical model of control system. This is our third class. In this class, we will study about the mechanical system of control system. Okay, let's start our today's classes. Mechanical system of control system. We know that in control system, if you go for mechanical model, there are two types of mechanical system. One is the translational mechanical system and another is the rotational mechanical system. What is the mean by translational and rotational? Translational mechanical system means the system which moves along a straight line. If a system moves along a straight line, then it is known as a translational mechanical system. Rotational mechanical system is the system which moves along a axis. It means if there is a axis and the system is moving around the axis, then it is known with a particular angle, and this is known as the rotational mechanical system. Okay, in this class we will study about the two types of mechanical system, one is translational and rotational system. Okay, first we will study about the translational mechanical system. Before you going for translational mechanical system, we have to know that three things. One is the mass, dashpot and spring. Mass is shortcut, it can be denoted by capital M, dashpot is capital D and spring is capital K. These three parts can be expressed as three constant in force. I will teach you one by one. Before you going for the three parts, we will study some three basic terms of motion. First term is what is displacement. Displacement, which is denoted by x. Then velocity. Velocity is denoted by v, and acceleration. Acceleration, it is denoted by a. And we know that the relation between the displacement, velocity and acceleration. We know that velocity v is equal to the rate of change of displacement. That means d by dt of x. And acceleration is equal to rate of change of velocity, which is equal to the second derivative of displacement. Okay, now we have studied three things, that is one displacement x, velocity v and acceleration a. Okay, first we will study the force due to mass m. If a body having a mass m is connected here such that one side is fixed and one side is open. In the open side, if you apply some force F, then opposing force Fm is established in the opposite direction. That means the opposing force Fm which is established is directly proportional to the acceleration of the body. We know that the acceleration is equal to A is equal to d square x by dt square. If we put this value in this equation, then f of m is proportional to d square x by dt square. In the proportional case, then we have to put a constant value which is equal to m into d square x by dt square. That means f of m is equal to m into d square x by dt square. We know that the f of m which is opposing is always equals to the applied force. That means f is equal to f of m is equal to m into d square x by dt square. This is the force of a body due to mass m. Similarly, we can find the force due to dashpot and spring. Next, we will study what is the force due to dashpot. Force due to dashpot means force due to friction. Here, the fractional part with the dashpot which is connected in same manner such that one side is fixed and one side is open. Then the force is applied in this direction and the opposing force f of b is established here. Here the f of b is proportional to the velocity. In the previous case, that was proportional to the acceleration. Here it is proportional to velocity. We know that the velocity is equal to the rate of change of displacement, that is dx by dt. So putting this value here, we can get that f of b is proportional to dx by dt. So to making it constant, we can get f of b is equal to b into dx by dt. F of v is equal to dv into dx by dt. Here b is the proportionality constant or is the dashpot constant, which depend upon the frictional factor. If we also know that the f is also proportional, also equals to the f of b. That means f is equal to fb is equal to b into dx by dt. F is equal to b into dx by dt. Here one side is fixed. If I make the both side is fixed and both side is free, then we can get it that one displacement x is here. In that case, there are two case displacement. Means once both sides are free, so the two displacement will be happen, x1 and x2. In that case, f is equal to f of b, which is equal to b into d by dt of x1 minus x2. b is equal to d by dt of x1 minus x2. Now we will study the force due to spring. If the spring K is connected here such that in the same manner as the previous, one side is fixed and one side is open, then the force applying here in one direction, that is F, and the opposing force is F of K. And the F of K is proportional to here only the displacement. That means F of K is equal to K into X. F of K is equal to K into X. And we know that the F is also is equal to F of K. That means F is equal to f of k is equal to k into x. Here one side is fixed and one side is free. If both side will be free, then we can get two side displacement, which is equal to x1 and x2. In that case, the f is equal to f of k is equal to k into x1 minus x2, which is the equation for the force due to spring. Here we have studied the three things, that is the in translational mechanical system, the force due to mass, dashpot and spring. In the next we will study about the rotational system. Now we will go for the rotational mechanical system. In rotational mechanical system, here also some forces applied, but one difference is there. In that case, that is in translational case, the force which is acting in a particular straight line, but in rotational mechanical system, the force which is acted in a particular angle. The force in an angle is known as torque. Which is denoted by T. So force due to moment of inertia, we can get it that T of torque of J. The force due to dashpot is torque due to dashpot TB. Force due to spring constant is torque due to K. We will study each of them separately. Now first we will study that the force or the torque due to moment of inertia J. In the similar manner, if J is here and one side is fixed and another side is free, then the torque which is applied in this direction, then the opposing torque is applied in opposite direction, and we know that the opposing torque Tj is proportional to the second derivative of the angle theta. Tj is proportional to d square theta by dt square. To make it proportional constant as equal, we have to put a constant sign, that is equal to Tj is equal to j into d square theta by dt square, and Tj is also is equal to t, that implies t is equal to Tj is equal to j into d square theta by dt square. This is the equation for a torque in a moment of inertia. Now we will go for the torque in a dashpot B. Okay, dashpot B. One side is fixed and another side is open. Here B is here. So force torque in this direction and torque in opposing case. So TB here, the TB is proportional to the rate of change of angle. That means d theta by dt. That implies TB is equal to, the constant will be here, that is b into d theta by dt. The TB is also proportional to the applied torque T. That implies T is equal to TB, which is equal to b into d theta by dt. It is only in the case of one side is fixed and one side is free. If both the sides are fixed, then we can get a two types of angle, that is theta 1 and theta 2. So in that case, the T will be, TB is equal to b into d by dt of theta 1 minus theta 2. This is the equation for the both sides are free. If the one side is free and both side is fixed, then we can get this equation for a dashpot. Now we will go for the torque due to rotational spring. If a rotational spring is connected to one side is fixed and one side is free and the torque is applied here in this direction, then the opposing torque Tk will be established here, and the Tk here is proportional to the rotational angle theta. That means Tk is equal to K into theta, and that implies we know that T is equal to Tk is equal to K into theta. This is the equation when the one side is fixed and one side is open. If both sides are free, then we can get the equation that T is equal to Tk, which is equal to K into theta 1 minus theta 2. This is the equation for the if both sides are free. In the today's class, we have studied that the two types of mechanical system. One is the translational mechanical system and rotational mechanical system. In both of the cases, we have studied the three separate parts. Okay? Thank you.